Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Heat Army podcast. What a week it's been. Top of the league for the full 7 days. We will have been on Saturday. Regan Booty, just before we came on air, extended his contract. Amazing stuff. Plus, we were going to be talking heavily about him anyway. And then we've got the Barnet preview. We've got someone from the Beehive podcast, I think there's a Be Brief. So we'll have them coming on, Sam. So it'd be great to be talking to them. And of course, before we go any further, to our sponsors, Northern Print Solutions. Have I got it right? No, still got it wrong. There we go. There it is. To Northern Print Solutions, of course, our friends at Patrick. And, of course, hit that subscribe button. And if you can't make it to the game on Saturday, or if you're abroad on holiday, if you subscribe and go to our channel, you will see that the commentary is up already for Saturday against Barnet. Boys, how are you doing?
Not too bad. Whole weekend, nearly a week of being top.
I know. It's been nice, hasn't it? Everyone's looking at us and talking about us. And we'll be speaking heavily about this man, but I'll quickly put this up. Regan Booty, of course, just before we came on air, about half an hour or so, has signed an extension till 2026. He has been the man of the moment since adopting that deep lying midfield role where he's, passing the ball with absolute pinpoint accuracy. He's creating goals.
Crossing the ball with pinpoint accuracy.
He's doing everything. So we're going to be talking about that. So send in your messages about Regan. Before we go any further forward, a couple of things that we want to say, obviously, to our loyal listeners. We've got one that is very important to us. Liv Walden, she's had an operation today. So we want to say get well soon, Liv.
Liv.
Also, if everyone can send get well soon to Liv, that'd be fantastic. Of course, also as well, we've got the prediction league later on. Johnny Gray sent me an update thing. I'm still top. I'll spoil it. I'm still top. But I think that may change this weekend if you get your predictions in. And of course, your messages will be coming out throughout the show. And you are all sending them in your abundance. There we go. Craig Hilton's got it in there. He's asking for our. We've got Ken Webster. We've got Embrace the Vision. Evening, lads. I can boogie till 2026 with Regan. What a week. What a month. And hello to what's that? The big hello.
Mickey B up the Amazons.
Up the Amazons. So there we go. So what we're gonna do there? Can I help you? Stand like a shadow here. You can sit down there if you want.
New season for Amazons and the lasses this weekend.
Absolutely. Oh, yes. So we'll get into that. We've got Trina as well. So asking everyone's all right. And I'll go through a few messages here where people are saying hello and good evening. Send them in. And as I mentioned before, you can message us live on the show. And we'd love to have you do that, as Liam Blaine has done.
For those eagle-eyed supporters, you can see you're in a new studio, Dave. And you've got a lovely picture of your new wife behind you.
I've got Mark up there, yeah. There he is. Me and Mark holding the trophy. My wife got us it, so don't worry, I'm not replacing her with Mark. Mark's just my bit on the side. Mark's just my bit.
I can't see Mark being happy, but you're saying that you're not going with Mark is probably going to disappoint Ella.
I know, exactly. But yeah, as I say, loads of people join us, all send them in there. Look, we've got Liv, she's put evening all, and then we've got all these get well soon messages there to Liv. So amazing stuff. Well done, everybody. And Liv, obviously, we're sending all our thoughts with and love towards you. Right, just before we go any further forward, of course, we know in recent weeks we did mention about Patrick. Of course, they are partners with the show. I did reach out last week to the owner of Patrick, actually, coincidentally, and he said that obviously there's a new licensee that took over from the old guys and it's in a transitional period. Inadvertently, I messaged him again on a different account because I seen the Patrick Instagram account that was, promoting Gateshead and stuff like that came active again, and sent that out. And he put things. I contacted just asking if there had been any developments, and it was Steve again. But absolutely, lovely communication with them. They are working really hard. Look, I've seen her sitting on my shoulder. They're working really hard to get things back on an even keel with the new licensee, and they will be getting involved soon. And Steve's even offered to send us one or two things to give away on the podcast as well. So we just want to say thank you to Steve. Say that you needn't have took the time to chat with us, and was even asking about how the team's doing as well. So just a little shout out to Patrick there, because obviously for a little while we thought we had just been abandoned. We're not important in the scheme of things. Please don't think that, but just for full disclosure to everybody, that we are hoping to still be working with them and giving away prizes throughout the season. So
hopefully we'll get a chance to sit down and have a bit of a natter with Steve and a few grievances and a few things, especially the sizes, which I'm still going to kick off about.
Well, we're going to do a GoFundMe for Mickey so we can get him to Slim World with me, and we're going to lose a bit of weight.
I'll tell you what it is. It's all my football tops come with a wok. Anyway.
A free wok, and
the England ones, the 3XL ones, fit me absolutely spot on. Yet I've got to get a 5XL, and it's like a sausage skin.
Say, Mickey, you look good as a sausage skin. That's all I can say. But yeah, no, that we'll get that out the way. But let's get on to last Saturday.
Yes.
And let's put this up here in the corner.
Let's put that video up first. Let's just play that so we can have a laugh about it.
I can't, because it's monetized. We can't play out the Taylor Swift video. But if you go on Instagram, on the club's Instagram or the YouTube, you will see Jack McGragan did me like an absolute kipper.
I think you should play the commentary when it comes on, Davey. With this,
I'll do that. I'll put the commentary on when it comes to it. So yeah, and what is it?
Has anyone mentioned it?
Just now. Go and watch. Don't stand on my shoulder. Right, it's awful having a producer that doesn't produce. Right. But no, the game, as I say, was one of them ones. They were top of the league. They had, definitely they had the firepower up top. But that man there that's on the balls, Semenyo, who they took off at half time, I thought he had a great first half. I don't know if he took an injury or tactics, but
I was delighted when they took him off.
I was, and it was one of them games when you think, oh, are they just going to bully us here a little bit? But their route one was exactly that. And even as the game went on, they just continued it, even with the man advantage.
It's quite big team. Go on, Mickey.
Yeah. For a team that was sitting top of the league, we went down to 10 men. Once they got the equaliser, they thought, we've got the point, we'll stay top. That's all they've done. They were absolutely even the Eastleigh fans have been saying they had no plan B.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they were happy with the point, to be honest. Even though they're down to 10, they're obviously a big team, rather direct. And honestly, I think they were happy with a point from us. I mean, really, they should have been going for us and going for the jugular, because, we're down to 10 and all the rest of it. But no, we were still the team who were most likely to win it.
Yeah. I mean, I still think Yeovil's the best team that's been to the stadium so far.
Right, it's interesting that, like.
If we had went down against 10 men, I bet Yeovil would have went forward.
Oh,
yeah. I think they would have capitalised on it more than what Eastleigh did. But also as well, that man there, number 7 as well, Maguire for
he was lucky he didn't get sent off.
Well, if I was the referee's adjudicator, I'd be questioning the fourth official and the linesman that were in front of it when he was throwing elbows.
Goal, by the way.
Lovely goal. Look at that, Owen Aseni.
Superb header, that.
Yeah.
Great ball as well.
Yeah. I feel for him there, though. I think he was expecting to slide a little bit further on the grass.
I think he was hoping the grass was going to be a bit wetter and he could slide along.
Beautiful. I say this ball is beautiful, and just the defense is caught napping by it. Time just to place it into the back of the net. What a header!
Top corner, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but just going back to Maguire, there was a few niggles around the pitch. They were trying to rattle us. Didn't really work. But I did think the fourth official who was in front of it and the linesman should have seen the flying elbows and the grabs to the throat by the Eastleigh players. But after that, I was thinking to myself, well, that's just pure frustration from them because they had no joy from her. They couldn't get near her. They did get the ball and got it moving forward. I mean, had the big lad that they were trying to hit.
It was soft this as well, wasn't it? Oh.
Well, you see that there has been another.
His arm guns up like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a penalty. It's penalty and send off, but just such a soft way to concede, isn't it?
Yeah. From our commentary position, we couldn't see. We were like through that body there, but yeah, he's got his arm out. It's away from the body. Referee's always going to give it.
Did the keeper touch it?
Oh yeah, you look, bang there. Well, no, it was going in the back of the net. It stopped. But I mean,
maintaining, didn't he?
Yeah.
Davey missed it because he was getting an autograph.
Oh yeah, I'll just pause it.
I can't believe I heard that on.
I was laughing away because I wanted to know what had happened, and he was just going, "There's someone asking for an autograph."
Must be the shit autographs competition, Steely.
Well, you know what it is? I was gobsmacked. Like literally, we're having a penalty, and all of a sudden, this little boy comes up to us and thrusts his program in front of us, and like lifted it up, and I'm like, what? And then I looked at the penalties, and I like shooed him away, and I feel awful. All right, now if anyone knows who the little boy was, I know. If anyone knows who the little boy was that come up to the commentary desk and asked for my autograph, I'm gonna bring a bag of Haribo for him at the next game because I feel awful. But like
it was me.
Yeah. If anyone knows who he was, he was having a whale of a time at the match, and I feel awful because I don't want to think that I was telling him to get lost. Because he was getting autographs off the players down at the tunnel. He was getting autographs of the players that were injured. He was
nasty Dave. He wouldn't sign me program.
Yeah. So, like, obviously, I'm
probably sitting in Houston thinking, "Oh, I'm glad I didn't get him."
Yeah.
Yet again, he might think, Taylor Swift knew.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But if anyone doesn't know who the little boy is, send him to the commentary desk at half-time or before the game, and I'll give him a bag of
Not during a penalty.
Not during a penalty, but there we go. Anyway, we've got that sorted, so there we go. But yeah, I missed that. And I've never been more happy to see someone go down after scoring a goal. It was lovely to see Quigley leave the pitch. He skips there, twists his knee, doesn't he? But and then
I think he did his hamstring actually.
Does his hamstring, was it? But have you ever seen a team go one man up and look as bad? All they want to do is ping it up. Like that's all they had there was to aim it up to the big man, and they just didn't take advantage. Yes, they're a bigger physical side, but surely they're not bad footballers either. You would think, but I mean that was a good.
Their fans were
they kept knocking it along in the areas, and we kept winning the ball back and breaking on them.
Yeah. Their fans were frustrated full time, as Mickey said earlier. Just no plan B for them. It's just literally route one. Well, look, we're still knocking the ball down beautifully. This was unlucky. This effort. This could have deflected in easily.
The other way that nestles in the inside of the post.
We've got St. Geordie's put no autographs till half time or full time. Eastleigh come to park the bus. Eastleigh always park the bus when they come to us.
It's true. I mean, to be fair to them, they've been battered absolutely. The last 3 times we've played them, we've battered them. Neither one of them come to part of the bus.
This is a goal, isn't it?
He has time. He has space. Crosses the ball in. There's Storey. Yes! Gateshead stealing at the end, and what a cross! Once again, opening up the Eastleigh defence with ease.
And poor Mark had a comment.
And if you want to know where that voice comes from, watch Go Do Silly Things.
Yeah.
Great header as well. The cross obviously was brilliant from Booty, but the header, it just deft, isn't it? He just got enough on it.
Yeah,
just a really good finish from Louis. I love this celebration, this angle. He is a happy boy.
He is absolutely amazing, and it felt like the roof was going to come off the stadium when that went in. It was
I think it was Dan Bell put a clip up in the Raw when that goal goes in.
Yeah.
And obviously, in the first half, there was one of their players that was having a great game, and that's it was a former under-21 Newcastle under-21 Ludwig Francelet. He was good, but I felt the players around him didn't do him justice when he won the headers. They didn't pick up the second ball. I'd be frustrated if I was him on that, but we kept McCallum quiet, and he's just signed a 2-year deal at Eastleigh. Well, on that showing, I wasn't that too impressed. He is dangerous, don't get me wrong. He will score a lot of goals, but
team.
yeah, But yeah, it's just one second. That commentary set the neighbour's dog off barking.
Brilliant.
Probably thought there was a dog in heat somewhere.
We've got.
I was listening, and when you did that, I just was jumping up and down. I didn't actually know how the goal was scored. I just heard you going, yeah! And I was, oh my god!
Was Mark grabbing you by the nuts to hit them high nuts? Yeah, and
great comedy.
Yeah, as I say, the goal gets better each time you watch it. It certainly does, and I think people. Well, hang on one second. I'll give you a live update. If you go on the club's Instagram account, you'll be able to see the video that has been done of the Taylor Swift.
How many people have watched it? Do you know?
1 second. I'm just about to find out. 1 second. It is at 17,500 views of me screaming when Taylor Swift.
That's on YouTube.
Yeah, and I think it's on YouTube as well, but it hasn't hit there, so that's good.
It will when I keep sending it around to everybody I can think of.
Yeah, so Jack McGragan, he's waited a little while to get us for that video, and I said he was taking photos of Danny Greenfield's balls a few years ago. He's waited, he's bided his time, and he's managed to get us back, and he's got us back in absolute style. So we're going to be joined by Sam from one of the Barnet podcasts very, very shortly. Before we do that, we're going to play a message from our partners at Patrick, and when we come back, we'll be speaking to Sam.
We would like to take this moment to thank our podcast partners at Patrick Sportswear for the continued support of the show.
Well, there we go. Hello there, Sam. Welcome to the show.
Hi, you all right, guys?
You all right, Sam?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. You guys all good?
Yeah.
I have Q5 on Saturday when we've just done yours again. I hope. Fingers crossed.
You guys, anyway. You guys, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, we've had a good run of form against you in recent years, and obviously the game you probably don't ever want to talk about again, the FA Trophy semi-final. Mm-hmm. How confident are you coming into this one on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, relatively confident, as confident as you can be. Our away form, not even just this year. I mean, we've played 3 so far away from home. Lost to Halifax first game of the season. Lost to Maidenhead on the bank holiday Monday, and we beat Ebbsfleet away. But our away form in general last season wasn't that good. But new season, we've got the squad compared to last season is quite a bit different. And yeah, I like what we're building, and it's exciting times. And I'm confident. I think you've got to be confident. We're up there. The bookies probably. I think they had us as favourites before this for the title. So I think we've got to go in there with confidence. So yeah.
I think it's just a team gelling, because you did a lot of business, but you did a lot of early business as well, didn't you? You were in the transfer market quite early on for players.
Yes, there was a lot of early business. It's been a bit of a turnover in terms of squad. Brendan's obviously been here for a few seasons now, and he took that squad that got that finish in the playoffs last season. He took that as far as it could. It needed to have a revamp. Obviously, some players still there. Zach Grant has really pushed on again so far this season, scoring a hat-trick against Tamworth on the weekend. We've got Collins. We managed to keep hold of Danny Collins, who we thought would probably go get a move to the Football League, and that didn't happen. Carnu's still here again. We thought maybe get a move to the Football League. Hartigan, who was on loan with us last season, who we thought was going to be way too good to come back to us. We managed to get him back on it. So although he's a new signing, he's a permanent instead of him being on a loan. So we have got squad that was here last season. Stead is pushing on. He joined last season but was part-time. He joined from a part-time team, so it took him a bit of a while to get going. So this is his first full season. So although there's old players that were here last season, there's Hayes. The back three has changed quite a bit. So we've got especially up top, Chapman and. We've signed Harry Chapman, and oh my God, what very exciting player! Such an exciting player.
You've done some good business, basically. Yeah,
we have,
and it's short on Saturday.
It doesn't all look like crap come to Q5 on Saturday.
Sam, we should point out we've got 2 bogey teams in this division, and Halifax being one of them. And we're sort of a bogey team for yourselves in certainly recent years.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you did the double over us last season. The FA Trophy game, which was just it was rubbish to start. Then unbelievable, thinking we've managed to get it back and we're going to go to Wembley. Thinking, and then obviously losing the game anyway on penalties. But, listen, it's
gamut of emotions for you, that wasn't it?
Oh, it was a massive. I'm sure it was the same for you guys as well. I mean, it was just.
Well, I started crying when you equalised, so I thought we'd do it.
It was a ridiculous game.
Yeah.
It did feel like the momentum was with you once you got into that, and you think you're going to take.
I'm glad it didn't go on 10 minutes longer. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
No, that's right.
If I went extra time, I think we might have been hanging on by with fingernails on that one. You mentioned that obviously the season got off to a couple of iffy results. Starting to pull it together. Was that just through, you think, that obviously the amount of business that you did there we mentioned before settling in, or was it just think early season nerves, or?
I mean, obviously, we went up to Halifax in the first game, and we were expecting to. Listen, you never expect to just turn up and win a game, but obviously, we had a really positive preseason. Even though, listen, preseason you can't really judge that much, but we won every game in preseason, bar one, which we basically didn't take our squad to. It was like a really weird mix of a team. So we went into it with high hopes, but we just really flattered to deceive that game against Halifax. We dominated the ball, especially in the first half, but didn't really create a lot of chances. And they came out in the second half and they had 2 attacks and scored from both of them. And it was really, really disappointing because they scored originally. It was like a long ball over the top. And the way we play, we push all our players forward. We leave ourselves 1v1 at the back. And Danny Collins just unfortunately got outdone by, I don't know who it was. One of their strikers got round and he just beat him for pace. And then we managed to get ourselves back into the game. We equalised, made it 1-1. And you're thinking the momentum is going to swing our way. And then we conceded a corner. And then we conceded the second goal, and we just never ever looked like getting back into that game. So that was disappointing. And then the game against Maidenhead, that was a really, really disappointing result. But again, we could have gone 3-0 up in the first 10 minutes, didn't take our chances, and then they scored 2 goals on the counter, and that was it. And then we just couldn't get going again. It was really disappointing. Although the performance.
Sorry, Sam. That was similar to our home game against Hughes in the league last year. You scored after about 8 minutes, and honestly, you could have been 3. I remember you could have been about 3-0 up after about 15 minutes, and you obviously went on to lose 2-1. But it was like if you tuned in those 15 minutes, you were like, Barnet are going to win 5-0 here.
Yeah. That is the story of us basically. If we're able to, I mean, like you saw on the week with Tamworth, if we get in our mode, we will. I mean, listen, no disrespect to Tamworth, they set up really poorly against us. I'm not quite sure what they were actually trying to achieve. It was
surviving.
A bit of a weird way. It wasn't. They didn't even set up to try and stop us. They kind of just, I don't know what they were actually trying to do.
But, do you think they played right into your hands?
Yeah, massively.
They're quite a long ball team, and you are really good at dealing with that.
Yeah, I mean, we do leave ourselves very open at the back, but we play with Aluru in the middle of the back three. And he's so quick, very physical. So any 1v1 duels, he's really good in the 1v1s. He's not the best technically on the ball, but that's not really why he's in the team for. He's in the team because we like to push on our centre-backs and try and create overloads further forward. We leave ourselves vulnerable, but because of the way he plays, and Hayes as well in goal, he starts really high up. He's a really quite an aggressive goalkeeper when it comes to sweeping. So we do leave ourselves open, but obviously it's risk and reward. So...
You got a full strength squad for Saturday?
I'm not entirely sure. I think Reece Brown, who was so good in pre-season for us, picked up an injury in the last pre-season game and hasn't featured for us so far in the league. And I don't think he's going to be fit for the weekend. He might maybe be a late call, but I doubt he's going to be fit. Outside of that, I think it is pretty much full squad though.
Yeah.
Is Kabemba fit?
Say that again, sorry?
Is Kabemba fit?
Oh, sorry, you're right. No, completely forgot. Kabamba is again a late call. He will probably be a late call. Yeah. I would imagine he doesn't make it.
I would rest him.
Well, he likes to go up to Newcastle. You know, him and De Havilland had a whale of a time the last time they were up here.
Right.
That's a good question.
Sam, you're traveling, barring traveling good numbers. I take it was a fair few coming up because it's a big game in the National League, obviously.
It is. I mean, hopefully we're taking a few. I'm 50-50 if I'm going to be able to make it, which is really frustrating for me. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to make it or not. But the guys that I do the podcast with, I think 3 or 4. There's like 6 of us that do it, and I think 4 or 5 of them are going up as well. So hopefully I'll be able to join. But yeah, we'll travel in good numbers and hopefully get the result.
Hopefully, I mean, hopefully it's a good advertisement as well for the league, because just before you joined us, we were talking about the game against Eastleigh, and it wasn't a classic. The Eastleigh didn't play that great a football. And it stagnated the game at times. But I think on Saturday we should be two teams that's going to go for it.
I think that's the most exciting thing. I mean, we've played Forest Green and we've played Southend, who also I think will probably be up there towards the end of the season. But they were really disappointing in terms of. I mean, I know. Listen, not every team plays. Everyone has a different style and how they want to play. But Forest Green, in particular, I mean, Southend did have a couple of good periods in the game where they were not dominant, but had good spells in the game. Forest Green, when they came to us, didn't get past the halfway line. I mean, they didn't look like trying to score, and that was really disappointing as a spectacle. But I'm looking forward to this game because I think it's two teams that really play football in a really exciting manner, and I think it will be a great game. It should. Knowing our luck, it'll be 0-0 now and nothing happens.
Well, if it does, it's your fault.
Yeah, it probably will be.
Not mine.
We saw the Forest Green equalise of first goal the other night, and it was just like a long throw. Big lads up front just knock it in. You thought, is that their style of football?
They were really disappointing. Not disappointing, but really boring, to be honest, against us. They didn't get past the halfway line. And then we eventually got the win. It was the 94th minute, I think we got it, but we eventually cracked it. But it was a tough game.
Yeah,
spent a lot of money as well, didn't they? Just before the transfer, not that the transfer deadline affects us, but I mean, rumored to be in the 6 figures for for Caldwell.
Matty Caldwell, 3 to 4 grand a week for him and Quigley.
It's our next home game after Sam, after we play yous, our next home game against Forest Green. So we'll see what they're about.
Yeah, you'll dominate. You'll dominate the ball. They just didn't want the ball against us. So I'll be shocked if they do any different against you guys.
Yeah, the land and big lads. They'll come here and they'll just spoil and roll around like fannies. Yeah, a bit like Eastleigh, to be fair. He's playing football, he'll not, because he's all roll around like fannies on Saturday. And that for the fact as well.
Probably.
Sam, who do you think will be up there? Obviously yourselves. Obviously we'll talk about Forest Green. Anybody else? Southend will not be far off.
Southend. I mean, we had on our podcast Lee Curry. So Darren obviously was Barnet's manager. He's now the assistant manager at Southend. He was the Barnet manager previously. And we had his brother Lee on the podcast talk when we had them for Southend. And I honestly, after coming off that podcast with them, it kind of meant when I spoke to him, it felt like he wasn't as not optimistic, because obviously they're optimistic, but I came out with a different outlook on Southend. I think they're actually a bit further behind than people think. I know they got the takeover.
Yeah, they've got playing catch up under.
Yeah, they're actually a bit far behind. Obviously now they've lost their striker as well. So I think they're actually a bit further behind than what we expect. I actually don't know who's going to be up there. I think we were discussing it. We've been discussing on our podcast. I think the league's a lot more open this year in terms of. I think there's no runaway leader. I think it'll be a lot closer. I think there could be a few teams that could be in and around it, but it's so difficult to predict, which I think makes it a lot more exciting anyway.
I think it'll be a group of 4 or 5 teams that will pull away, and they'll be the ones that contribute from Christmas onwards. But it is a very, very open league this year.
I still think Altrincham going to have a part to play. They've had a really hard start so far this season. I think Altrincham still have a part to play in this league, like.
I think Solihull will probably be in and around it. They've been there, done it. They're always in and around it. Eastleigh, I mean, you guys played Eastleigh. They started the season off really well, and I mean, they got Paul McCallum, who just scores goals for fun, which always helps. So if they can keep themselves fit, I'm sure they'll be up there as well. But I'm not convinced about Oldham. I think I'm not probably. I mean, I know they're a big name within the division. But I'm not really convinced. Same with Rochdale. I'm not really convinced either. So it'll be interesting to see, and hopefully it'll be one of us two maybe.
Yeah,
I think Oldham could win a contortionist competition because they're so far up their own arse.
Are you big critical of all of them?
We shouldn't be here. Oh yeah, that's why you drew with Gateshead and you get beat off bloody fail.
One of my favourite tweets afterwards was like, "How we drew with mid-table Gateshead." I was like, "Well, look at the league, mate." So yeah, but no. Before we let you go, Sam, go on, give away your prediction. I know we'll probably not like what we hear, but
well, I'm not sure what I want. I mean, I've got to be optimistic. I think the game.
You want to win, Sam. That's what you want.
I want to be optimistic. I think my head says it will be 2-2, but if I'm going to go in my heart, I'm going to say we'll nick it and win the game 3-2.
Yeah, fair enough. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight, I think. Yeah. Either way.
Remind us not to bring me rifle. I'll be looking for you if you win 3-2, mate. I'm telling you.
Mickey, you've not heard my prediction yet, so you know.
Yeah.
No, but you're always a bloody miserable kid anyway.
Yeah.
It's Barnet, man. Anyway.
Sam, thank you for joining us, and obviously your podcast is just in its infancy, so wish you all the best. That was an honour to be on it earlier this week.
Yeah, it was lovely having you on.
Thank you very much, and enjoy Saturday if you do make the trip up.
Yeah, we'll do.
Safe journey, Sam.
I hope after this season you can do what you want until we play a game, but after Saturday then you're all right. No, you take care, mate. Honest.
You too. Enjoy, guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Sam there. Lovely to have
good lad. Mickey, do you not like Barnet by any chance?
No, I don't like many people. It's not just Barnet.
Sorry if I had any technical difficulties there. Was it freezing for you at all? Or was it
no, I kept hearing you playing fannying on with your mic, though.
It must have been my end. It must have been
a lot of fannying on in this conversation.
A lot of look. If there's anything that we like on this podcast, it's anyway. We'll dance past that, right? When we come back, of course, we'll continue talking. We've got Prediction League. We've got Regan Booty still. If you want to talk about the Bootster.
Davey, I don't think we're gonna have time for the Prediction League. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
No. We've got to keep going with that. Anyway, follow our socials. Well, we are back, and just want to get something up before we go any further forward.
Can I just say as well, I haven't got a rifle. I was just joking.
Yeah, I didn't think you did. Of course, there was going to be. Was there a game supposed to be played on Tuesday? Were we supposed to be away at the Tamworth on Tuesday, or are we away at Tamworth on Tuesday?
Tuesday the 10th. Tuesday the 10th of September. Tuesday, the 10th of September, away to Tamworth.
Yeah, It's been changed to that, hasn't it? So I don't know why that has happened, but obviously we've got 2 games coming up this week. So bear that in mind for your predictions, please, everybody. It'll be this game and the Tamworth game. So get them in later on for your predictions when we ask for them, and that'll be lovely. There's
if Barnet can win by 7, surely we can do by 12.
Yeah, well, there's Mickey's duck is quacking again.
I know what it is.
Yeah, just to obviously mention at the top of the show, before we came on, Regan Booty has committed to the club for another season, and there he is, signed until 2026. I mean, today there was tweets from betting companies. I think it was Betfred that put him up as like the highest assist in the country at the moment, even in front of Carlton Cole or whatever his name is, about the Chelsea player. He's grabbing attention, he's grabbing headlines, his performances are absolutely fantastic. Apparently the game is now the 8th of October. It isn't on Tuesday. Just to ratify that.
It's moved, has it?
Yes, has it been moved, has it?
Moved, yes. I couldn't remember if it had been moved from the 8th to the 10th, but I couldn't remember.
Wow. I wonder why.
The game is on the 8th.
Yes, it is. I've got the program in front of us. It has been moved.
Yes, it has been moved. So people just thank everyone that has sent us the messages to say that it has been moved. We do appreciate the messages in. And it's got
also David just about
real.
Sorry,
real
just about
straight
Booty.
is why the Yeah.
Sorry, I was just going to say about Booty, just before you go back real strikes, Booty also got Player of the Month as well.
He did. And deservedly so. His range of passing has been fantastic. I mean, even after a few games, there was one of his pass maps put up by the National League, and it was just, incredible.
When we got him, it was a great signing when we got him, and yeah, he did have a good season last season, but he seems to have sort of gone up that extra notch this season, that extra level. He's really pulling the strings now, which is fantastic. And I tell you what, he seems to be really enjoying it as well, as most of the players seem to, which is the big ethos of the team. But he's got a big smile on his face, and he just seems to be loving it. Well,
there was an interview put up at the club with the announcement, so you can watch that, and you'll be able to hear him saying, that he's buzzing to still be here. He talks about what we've talked about before, how the bond is between the players, the coaching staff, everyone at the club. And it's just lovely to hear that, players are dying to stay, and that's just amazing. And hopefully, we can build on it.
Who would have thought Curly's would still be so popular?
Yeah, exactly. He's just wanting to drink on the high street. So there we go.
Now, the thing that always reminds me with Booty is Dion. When he signed, she was at the Gateshead Stadium. He says he just smelled lush.
He just didn't have Links Africa on him. No,
I don't know. I don't know what he was wearing, but Dion said he smelled lush.
I've been in close quarters with him, and I've never
give him a good smell, good sniff when you're with him next. You report back.
Yeah. Remember everyone that's sending in your so it is just the Barnet ones. So I'm sorry, I'm being pedantic there. I'm forgetting that the game's being rearranged. People sending in what it calls. We've got someone's playing a good one here. From inside Northeast Non-League. I hear that lovely Mark Crovers has a nice piece with Regan Booty coming out tomorrow morning too. Mark seems a great guy. Not sure how he puts up with Dave on comms, to be honest. And that's from Mark Crovers. So big thank you there. So keep an eye out for that article in the morning.
A very suspicious message. The person's not signed it.
I must admit, I like Mark. I've got a lot of time for Mark. So whoever sent that message, how Mark Carruthers puts up with Davy Gaddis, I'll never know.
Yeah. So
it's more his eardrums. Do you think Mark Carruthers' eardrums are all right?
He suffers heavily from tinnitus.
Yeah. He's someone with more than tinnitus.
There's certainly a big high-pitched whining noise in his ears, that's for certain.
That's just for 90 minutes. So it's goes to the doctors and goes, I get tinnitus for 90 minutes each week. It's
coming with them big earphones on.
Yeah, good Tuesday night for a few Exceed players. Denanga got 2 goals for Bromley, and Ed Francis here in Evans on the score sheet as well. So fantastic stuff.
No, I didn't see that. Good stuff, Christopher.
We've got another update. What someone thinks about Mark Crovers. He must have the patience of a saint, a real neat guy. So it must be a nice guy. That must be meant to be. But so if you want to send your love in for Mark Crovers, you can do, of course, inside Northeast Non-League Football.
I think it's lovely that William can write these bits.
It is, isn't it? I've heard William's a better writer. Whoops.
I don't know. He might be eventually, but he's got a good one to learn from, hasn't he, really?
He certainly has. And of course, Aidan Rutledge as well on loan at South Shields. He scored the winner through the week against Buxton as well. So, former Gateshead players and loanees out there doing well. And keep it on. But as I say, not that Mark is watching, but he could also come on if he wanted to. If he's not doing anything, he can jump on for the last 10 minutes.
Probably better things to be saying, to be fair.
And he could answer this question as well if he wants to come on. Mark, is the Gateshead book still on the cards? And we'll find out.
For Christmas, isn't it?
I prefer Jeff Bowering to Mark's report.
That's shocking, Steve. Shocking. There's no need for that. Dear me.
Wow.
Whoa.
What, Steve Thornfield, you like to put the cat amongst the pigeons, don't you?
Steve.
Sounded Jeff Bowering. He's Steely's clippings the other day what he sent on our group chat.
I was having a clear out and I found this box and it's just full of paper clippings from like the Pink and the Gateshead Post, just of Gateshead clippings over like mainly from the 1990s. Yeah, it's crazy.
You can't spell Jeff's name correctly. No. Actually, I tell you what. Next week we'll do that. Next week, some of the clippings that you've got, and we'll put them up.
Got some better ones.
Better ones. But I actually sent the one of Keith Fletcher to his son on Instagram, and he's just signed on loan at Nottingham Forest. So that'd be good. So yeah. And inside information coming here. Mark says the book is still in the works and hoping it's out. A few new lines to get in it. So there we go. And
do you think it'll be ready for Christmas?
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
We've got good to see the Pink making a comeback.
Yes.
What is it actually making a comeback?
There's 250 being put up for it's like a limited run, and if it goes well, it might come back. Scully will be able to tell us better. I know Scully's ordered one.
I did used to make the Pink. Is it
was to deliver it?
Right.
Well, sometimes it was the only way you could see like about Gateshead games, especially away. Yeah. You know what I mean? And because we obviously did have the internet and all that, and so it was brilliant. I loved it.
John Gibson's calling about all his mates, basically just name dropping all over the place.
Yeah. Or if the print run was like beyond after the football final scores, it would just say late, like LL for the score. You're like, oh. Well,
it did have about 90% of the scores or more, didn't it? It always used to do.
Right.
Yeah. Liv loved the Pink. Right.
Particularly, I tell you another thing that used to be dead popular in the town on a Saturday. Everyone at Curry's windows watching the results come in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The video printer.
Yeah.
That's how we the ladies are loving the Pink. We've got. It's going to be a monthly publication, I believe. They have a Twitter account and a regular email to sign up to.
What about Twitter? Woo!
Yeah, I did see something, but I didn't know if it was the real thing.
I'll dig out some of the better ones. I'll because there's lots of them. So I'll dig out some of the better ones and just especially for the older fans.
Barry Lee, I delivered the Pink in my younger days.
Yeah.
Mickey's still delivering the brown at the back of his underpants.
Hey!
Right. On that note, everybody, come on, let's get your predictions in for the Barnet game on Saturday. People have already been sending them in. So I'll get a few of them ones in. We've got St. Geordie's went 3-2 against Barnet. We've got Trina as went 4-0.
What was that?
2-2 draw, says Gateshead Stats. Ken Webster's going 2-1. He's playing his Joker.
Whoa. Woo!
We've got
Ken.
Mason 2-0. We've got 2-2 draw, but playing a Joker, says Barry. Oh, I tell you what, I've got people going with the Joker. And we've got 2-2, says Colin Dilbo. We've got Embracing the Vision goes 3-2. And then there's more down here. They're all coming in. Sean Parry 3-2. 1-0 to win to Barnet, says Steve Farnfield. Boo. 3-1 win. Craig Hilton 1-1 Barnet. Craig, we've got 1-1 from Patrick Storey, and Dave Edwards is 1-0 and Booty to score the winner. You get nothing for that. But as I say, we have got an updated table here, but at the minute we'll go here. This was obviously the people that got it correct last week. St. Geordie, Hedonistic, Craig, Stephanie's GFC Stats, Colin Dilbo, Joshua Walden, John Ollie, Jack Robson. They were all right. And people played the Joker last week. Nobody got their Joker in. So yeah, it's...
So where's the table then?
The table, here it is. He's been on holiday, so he hasn't got the full table. But there you go.
St. Geordie catching. Ooh, Jamie's feeling the pressure.
He is. Andy's played his Joker, hasn't he? So he's trying to get us. But there you go. So for our audio listeners, that people listen that way, Dave Gaddis number 1. Yes. St. Geordie 2. Hedonistic is number 3, joined with Craig, and then Patrick Storey, Stephanie, Christopher Storey, and Joshua Walden bringing up the top 8 there, and we've got more coming in here. Well, 1 second, I'll get that taken down now. And we've got more comments. We've got more predictions. Alan Guest has went 2-1. John Ollie is going 2-0. Lovejoy is going 2-0 with a joker. And we're going 1 second.
Joker's being played tonight.
Yeah, I used to look my name in the pink when I played for Winleighton Mill in the Tyneside Sunday League.
Hey, Collinson.
That's where his son got the skills from. And Andy is when
used end up on page 5 on the in the Gateshead Post arrests of the week.
It was always funny when you seen a name that you knew.
Yeah, I do think,
apparently Newcastle Library has an archive issue of the Pink on microfilm. So there you go. Do that. And Steve Thornton has put 2-2 for the game against Barnet. So get yours in, lads. Mickey, do you want to go first this week?
Yeah, I'm going to be quite conservative this week, and I'm going to go 2-1 to Gateshead.
I'm going for 1-1 draw. Tight game.
Well, I've only got one joker left, so I'm going to keep that. I'm not going for you are keeping about it.
Have you played 2 jokers? It's only the 5th of September.
I'm keeping hold of mine.
There's only 6 games into the season.
Look, I'm keeping me joker for when I need it to get back to top of the league.
He's just used this so he can keep with the relegation places by the end of the season.
I'm gonna go with my prediction from last week, and I'm gonna go 4-1 again. 4-1 Gateshead win. We'll owe someone a demolition, a proper demolition. And that's it's gonna come on Saturday.
Crikey.
So still time for everyone to get their messages in. Mickey, the ladies, how are they doing at the minute? Has it started?
They got the FA Cup on Saturday away to Worthington, which I'd totally and utterly forgot about. And I do apologise to the lasses. Totally forgot.
What was the score?
They got knocked out 4-1 at Worthington. And if the fixtures that I believe would await a red car on Sunday. So first proper game of the season, well, second league, first league game type of thing.
A red card, any good? Any good red card?
I haven't seen them for a while, and we've signed a couple of players since then, Steely, so I can't really tell you.
Yeah, you can't
I can't really make a decision. I've seen one game and where we got beat off Amazons, and Amazons deserve to win on the day. But you know, hope springs eternal.
The Amazons got beat by 2-1 to Berkeley, and they're away at 4-1 on Sunday.
Yeezer and Thorne been wearing red cap. Bloody hell! May as well just book one coach and I'm gonna drop her off.
Yeah. And
Red Thornaby, it's they're quite physical, let's just say. So you're gonna have a whale of a time down there, Lee.
Well, hopefully it's going to be an entertaining game all around, and hopefully GFC ladies and GFC pick up the points on Saturday. And
let's hope the double at the weekend.
We've got also as well, good luck to Monty on his new coaching role at NUFC.
Tonight.
James earlier on, I think is he coaching in the 13s and 14s?
He's doing the academy cards, yeah.
So we wish him all the best.
Yeah, good luck.
We've talked the joker out of Stephanie. She goes, I'll play my joker. So there we go. And Ryan Gibson has went 3-1 to Gateshead. So yeah, it's all everyone's getting them in. And once again, a massive thank you to Johnny Gray, because he was away on holiday, and he was still putting them together for us. So thank you very much. It's always
he was trying to keep out the heat when he told me he said it was absolutely boiling.
Did he?
Oh, man. Didn't tell us where he was, and I didn't want to ruin his holiday by asking him what he was up to. So I just sent a message saying, enjoy your holiday.
Yeah, well, he enjoyed his holiday, but he still got the stats done for it, didn't he? What a man.
Good lad.
I mean, what you call it, and I've been away and I'm starting across you again. I really apologise. But I don't know if you watched the podcast last week when we were praising Darcy and the lads getting that picture on the pitch with a get well soon Joe and Greg. absolutely amazing, mate. And I hope the lasses are listening. You've done absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm out the mood that the players are all joined in with the staff.
Well, apparently you watched the Eastleigh game in 32-degree heat.
Whoa, Johnny, blimey.
And
Wow.
Liv has put Fab podcast tonight. You've cheered me up. Thank you. Well,
nice one, Liv.
I don't know how you're still awake after the day you've had. The brave one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, just
kind of help herself when she sees us three. She just can't out of hell.
I think it's more about me, not used to. I'm just going to be big-headed. Look at us, I'm gorgeous. I'm like a fat Channing Tatum. Right.
I much preferred you with the blue hair, though.
Oh,
it was good. Hey, but just speaking of stats, end of August, finished August off 4 wins, 2 draws, top of the league. Couldn't ask for much better, really. I presume he'll get manager of the month, but top start of the season so far.
On one outlet, he got manager of the month, and Regan Booty was in the team.
Yeah.
Well deserved. Christmas stories, but tough month coming up. Home games against Barnet, Forest Green, away at the South End. They're all tough, really. And we've got we've got a line for the Gateshead Post. If that comes back, Mickey, I think you're going to be on the front. It's got Gateshead Post. Heat fan makes shotgun threat.
Makes what threat?
Shotgun. Yeah.
So he's the one who lives in the sticks. Colin's more likely to have a shotgun than I would.
Yeah. We've got sure the temperature would have been similar at Gateshead International Stadium. It was actually a cold one. The wind was shooting through.
Yeah, 3.2 degrees, I think it was.
It was cold in the Antarctic.
It certainly was.
What side is weather? I mean, the Barnet lads.
It's absolutely bastard Baltic, I do.
You know what it is? I think it might be as well. I think it's a northeasterly wind. I think it will be.
Because the southern teams hate coming up here when it's pissing you and it's freezing. And I love telling them on the wheel.
Stoke on Tuesday night.
Yes, the girls heard the shout out. Really appreciate that. They're flat out tonight. Back to school tomorrow. What he's not telling me is that they're flat out drunk. They're still in the holiday.
Been sitting with the mother watching Corrie in EastEnders with a bottle of wine.
And the mojitos, you know what I mean? As I say, if you're over 10, you can have a mojito. We've got here. There's been so much. What's that? Has there been much passage on the island today?
John, why are you asking us bird questions? Is this just like a general roundup of life now?
No. Has there been much passage?
No, it's been absolutely freezing. It's been really cold. I've got the fire on now. It's just, the open fire. I've been chucking logs on it because it's so cold. No, nothing's been happening today on the island. No boats, of course. It's very much stuck today. No boats. Puffins are gone.
Oh, there's Mickey's duck. We were kind of get away from.
Daughter sending messages.
We can't get
again. Now it's fine when I'm on the podcast.
We can't get away from the animals on the podcast. And the other day, I sent Steely and Mickey some pictures of the birds I was seeing when I was down at because the kids didn't go back till Wednesday. We had an extra day, and on Tuesday we went down to the Tynemouth, and I was getting eyeballed by this big bugger. 1 second, where is he?
It's not Mickey, by the way, in case you're wondering, anybody.
No.
I can tell you what I said. The pigeon, the whatever it was that was eyeing him. I'll wait until he puts the picture up first, though.
Like literally, it just landed right next to us and just.
It's for John Ollie.
There it is. Look at it. It just eyeballed us right in the face. Look.
It's saying, "Where's me chips and me battered fish? You tight get."
Yeah,
it really is, isn't it?
The picture doesn't do it justice. It's about 3 foot tall. Honestly, it was bigger than Mark.
Well. Yeah. It's going to have you there, Dave. Honestly, I'm glad you got out of there, mate.
It's not quite a young one because it looks as if it's got like brown downy feathers still.
Yeah, mate.
I think it has, isn't it? Yeah, it's got a bit of a young look to it.
Steely?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's 4 years old. Yeah, it's not quite an adult. There you go. There's a professional take on it.
There we go. And as I say, have all the puffins left the island now?
All gone. Yeah, all gone. They left in August.
Left.
It's just the seals are coming in now. It's going to be seal season soon. So yeah, it's all change on here.
Yeah.
But But there you go. But yeah, it's just cold, isn't it? God, blimey.
Apparently, they're flat out on homemade ouzo. So there we go. It's going to be 18 degrees on Saturday. So yeah, and we've got it's a great North Run this weekend as well. So also beware if you come across the Tyne Bridge, or if you normally come across the Swing Bridge on a match day, that'll probably be hampered on Saturday.
Is it Sunday the run? Is it?
Yeah, but the Junior Great North Run is on a Saturday, isn't it?
Okay.
Eastside. My sister's running a Great North Run on Saturday for PSP disease. We can donate on the PSP website. Very rare disease. So yes, run for a great
cause. Shout out, Barry. Good shout out.
Or jumping, or run for a great cause on there. Steve Fonfields, but bring back the Gateshead Post. And Ollie Bayliss will be in Sticks, he thinks, on Saturday. Yes, it could well be, because Harry Moss is out on loan at concert for a month. And Mickey, we've got someone's put Mickey on and then we've got Mickey, the only one without the heat kit on in the background. You've missed. Oh, he's got it there. Look,
he's got a trophy one. Yeah,
he has. He's got it.
Yeah, especially for Barnett.
Good luck to all this weekend. Is anyone associated or raising funds for the foundation doing it? I haven't heard anything of that. Yeah. If there is, also,
foundation.
1 second before we get into that, we've got is that squawk higher pitched than Davey celebrating? Only joking, nothing higher pitched than that. And we've got Monty's teaching, coaching between 13 and 16-year-olds, so fantastic for that. And are seals dangerous? Are seals dangerous if you're not careful, Steely?
Yeah, I've had 5 wardens hospitalised over the course of time. So yeah, they are pretty dangerous. Really? Yeah. They also
you had one in your house one day or something.
It was in the bathroom. Yeah, I came in. I left my door open and came back, and there was a seal in my bathroom. I was like, oh, what?
Do you know what it is? If that had been me, I would have had to have sat there, right? Because I'm terrible for just needing the toilet. I would have had to have sat there and white knuckled it in front of it and just eyeballed the seal.
I would have just filled the bath and tell it to get in.
Honestly, I can just imagine me nose to nose with a seal. Who's going to move first? It's just going to be me emptying me bowels with a seal.
I was about to say seals really stink, like they really stink. But Davey on the toilet, you might be matching it, to be honest. We'll have to ask that Northeast non-league football to see what he thinks.
Patrick Story's doing the Great North Run, and we've got here.
Patrick, I wish you all the best, mate.
What's seal stew like?
Don't know, never tasted it. Haven't eaten one.
What about the puffin barbecue?
I get in so much trouble by saying this kind of stuff, so I'm just not saying anything anymore.
Right. And one last one. How fast is a seal?
How fast are they?
Yeah,
I've no idea. So the females, when they give birth, they don't feed in 3 weeks, so just losing weight all the time. So they actually get quicker and quicker. They're bloody quick. Like, I'll send a video once they're up and running. I'll send you one.
Right, before we get the foundation, one last one. Why would you be in Steely's bathroom? Right.
The answers are unlimited on that one, whoever that mark is.
That's for podcast nights.
I've been at Mickey's. I had to run into Mickey's once when I was driving along.
I know.
They
did as well.
I was stinking.
What was it? What was said again? Because I was on the phone and I thought you were just calling in. Can you give it 10 minutes?
I rang him.
And he just went, no!
Now, I cannot run, but I made it through Mickey's house, and it was like a relay. He was stood in the living room with a bog roll to hand to us on the road.
Well, I knew there was none in there, and I hadn't been in to put a bog roll in, so I picked it and had it in my hands. He went past us. You just put them in there when you got it.
Yeah. Oh God!
That was so. Trina's put that was so funny. Davey's swooshing past. Upwind. That's all I can
More
say.
like squelching past.
We've got coming in. We'll get.
Eddie was. Oh, the foundation, yeah. Vote for them. There's been a thing on Twitter, I think it is, to vote for the foundation.
Yeah.
For the best non-league charity. So please, if you see it, please vote for them because they fully deserve it. What they do is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, and as I say, I think that a lot of people nominated them for the. There's a couple that's been online as well, so hopefully they're in the running because they really do deserve it. We've got a couple of things that we haven't put in there. Mickey's Gemma's doing it on Sunday.
Great Northwood.
Yeah,
best Gemma. Wow.
And 1 second, question is, was it signed, sealed, and delivered?
Terrible.
I'm yours.
Any thoughts on Mella to Macclesfield? Might have spent a short time training with us, but never given a chance. Not sure if injuries or reason gonna. He was only signed on a short-term deal. I think it was just a registration with an agreement, to have a look at him. And I don't know anything more. Never heard anything about training or anything like that. Obviously, would have been training. They're not just going to hand a contract out sight unseen or terms. But obviously, Macclesfield's come in with a solid offer for him by the looks of it, and I think he's
a Manchester lad as well, so it makes sense for him.
Yeah,
so
probably going to get more time there on the pitch, and we've got a few more messages coming in. We've got great show. See you on Saturday. Thank you very much. Stick a link on the Facebook for foundation voting. We'll send a link. And we've got couldn't have put it better for the foundation. Absolutely phenomenal indeed. And one tough game, says Sam Pendleton. And that's it. We'll wrap it up there, lads. It's been a
I don't think we've seen Sam on yet for a while.
No, we haven't. We hope Sam's doing all right.
Well, Sam, I really do.
And we've got good night, ladies, from Steve Farnfield, aka
Hey, darling, you take care.
Yeah, you wash them underpants, son. Right, everyone, it's been amazing. Thank you very much. If you subscribe, hit that subscribe button, you will be able to tune into the match on Saturday if you're unable to get there. But remember, the best place to be is on in the Tyne and Wear stand, cheering the lads on because they're doing some phenomenal stuff this year. And I think it's going to be special. And the more people there, the better. And hopefully we can cheer the lads on to something really, really good. And Gemma said thanks.
I thought as well. I've got the Patrick hat on.
You have there. Look, we're all decked out. We are. Lads,
because not wearing the strip doesn't mean we're not doing it.
Yeah, well, Sid, thank you very much, lads. Thank you for Mickey impersonating a sausage on a match day. Steely for bathing with seals, and me for just being a fat Shannon.
A seagull warrior.
A seagull. If I had been down on South Shields Beach and a little bit further down, I might have got arrested. But anyway,
something for that.
I hope Mark is back next week. We all hope Mark is back next week.
Yeah, I do as well.
On that, everybody, let's go and celebrate that Booty is staying around for a little bit longer. And
yes, sir, I can Booty.
Just go and shake it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm off to shake it after this. See you later, everyone. Bye.
See you later. Take care.